Hello. So I just got done doing the last video, which was the Delphi case, and I went to look online at something and I came across this other case, the Stephensons from Boone County, Indiana. It's an older couple, 74 years old. They were found dead inside of their home in 2011. Very complex, brutal, and disturbing scene, and police are looking into a possible connection between this case and the Delphi case. And since I literally just did that case a couple minutes ago, I want to just see, since I'm still in that energy, if it feels like it also relates to this case. So when the police went to the scene, they discovered that the house had been altered and the bodies had been staged. Whoever killed the couple had not taken off right away. That really stuck out to me because in the Delphi reading, I said that I felt as though someone else went to the scene after it happened. So I just want to see if that is the same thing. That Two of Cups. King of Wands reversed. Six of Pentacles. So the Two of Cups here would be representing the couple that we're talking about. The King of Cups reversed would be that same feeling of like wanting power and control over someone else. But this is more of an impulsive energy. And then the Six of Pentacles is like a sense of community. Did they know the person that did this? That turned right away. The Lovers, they both knew the person that did this. How did they know the person? Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles. They've known the person for a while. They've known the person for a while. They did not see this coming. It's someone that they had been generous or helped with something. This person needed to feel power and control. I do believe that both of them, each of the couple, I do think that Bill and Peggy both knew this person. It almost feels like a situation where someone asked them for help with something, they helped, and then after they helped, the person was like, that's not enough help. Two of Wands. Yeah. Nine of Wands reversed, being overwhelmed. It's also like refusing to compromise with someone. So it feels like they were very generous with someone that they didn't need to be generous with. Not that that was wrong, but what I mean by that is like they went above and beyond to be generous to someone or help someone with something. Maybe even someone that didn't particularly deserve it. And that person either wanted more help beyond what they could give him or them, or the person never asked for anything else, but just wanted more and snapped. The Fool and the King of Pentacles, yeah. And the Hierophant in reverse. It's like they helped someone And that person needed more help, but didn't ask directly for more help, but like kind of threw it out there, and it didn't really take off. Because the other person believed that they had more, that they could just help and freely give and it's feeling like somebody thought that they were more naive than they were. How did they know this person? Or like, where did they know this person from? The Sun, the Ace of Cups reversed. So it's not someone that they were like close to or had like a... It's like someone that was in their lives but wasn't like a close person. It's like someone who was like on the outskirts, like an acquaintance, someone that they knew and that they had like been generous to at one point. But there wasn't a falling out, like nothing went wrong. It's just that the person... Four of Cups, discontent. The person just wanted more, like the person just wanted something. But it's not like the person asked for something and they said no. It's just that the person just like... Queen of Swords, it's Knight of Swords reversed. I wonder if she may have said something that someone took the wrong way. This is someone that they know that did this. This isn't like a random break-in. Seven of Wands, standing your ground, setting boundaries. It feels like if someone's involved in like a group, like a community type group, and let's say there's someone who's a little on the outskirts of this group, but like that they know of, right? They realize this person's having a hard time. They give them a few dollars to help out, or they give them a meal to help out. Like they do something that's above and beyond that they didn't have to do. Like, and by that I mean they weren't asked. It's not like the other person approached them and asked. It's like they offered something out of the goodness of their heart. And that person, like, their energy is really confusing. Almost like wanted to ask them, can you help me? And then they couldn't, and they got mad at the people for them not. This is really weird. The Empress and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's jealousy. It's like, you have something I want, but I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to hurt you because you have it and I want it. Strange. What would Peggy tell us about the person who did this? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Someone who was having a hard time in life. Bad luck. Five of Cups. Someone who had dealing with some kind of failure. Someone who needed help. Ace of Wands reverse. A rejection. Maybe they did get asked for something and said no. Not that that would be their fault, not like maliciously, but like if they gave someone, This would be a situation where, let's say they see someone struggling in like on the outskirts of a group that they're involved in, right? They see someone who's struggling. They give this person 20 bucks and say, here, I hope this helps, right? And then a month later, the person comes up. This is just an example. This would be like if a month later, the person comes up and says, hey, do you want to lend me $10,000? Because you gave me that 20 before. Like, it's that kind of situation where they would just be like, I can't, like, I no. Like, it's something absolutely ridiculous. Two of Swords reversed. It's like reaching a dead end. Like someone who was using these people as their last resort to bail them out of something, but like didn't know them well enough that they should have been putting that responsibility on them. Like it's not like a child or a nephew or a cousin. It's like someone who's not related at all, not even close to them, just knows them. I'd be curious to know if they're involved in like I don't know, like a bowling league or like a group, I guess it'd be a church, or why do I feel like it's a bowling league? Like something that they did that had a sense of community to it. It's someone that was on the outskirts of that. Okay, so what would Bill tell us about the person who did this? I agree. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, someone who's a devil, who's an evil person who's going through a financial setback. Judgment in reverse. Should have known better. Should have just gone and got a job. Should have asked someone else that you actually know for help instead of us. Give me one more card, Bill. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, someone who's super lazy, just like didn't feel like getting help, thought that they'd be an easy target to just hand it over. It's someone who thought that they were really gullible because they didn't know them well. They had like a very short interaction with them in which they were, the killer was offered some kind of help or guidance from them. And because of that short interaction in which they were so giving, the person thought that they could take advantage of them, couldn't, and snapped. How did the person get to be on the inside of their home with them? High Priestess reverse. Queen of Wands. Interesting. Strength. I'm seeing this person come to the front door, her answering the door, the person lying or deceiving her, her kind of feeling like something's not right here, the person picking up on her, realizing that and pushing their way in the door. She answers the door, person's there, she's like, oh, hi, what are you doing here? Like, how do you know where we live or something? He's like, I want to talk to your husband. She's real quick putting it together in her mind. Something's not right here. Goes to shut the door and the person pushes their way in. Then what? Six of Wands. Yeah, they knew this person. I feel like this is more than one person, though. the Tower in reverse, and Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is more than one person that did this, I think. Although it could be that someone was a driver. I'm really feeling like this was two people. I don't know if that's something that was stated or not. I really don't. I know absolutely nothing about this case besides a 5-minute video. It's feeling like there's two people, but I don't know if one's inside and one's out, or they're both in. But at least one of them forced their way in. Started out as pretending to be friendly because they knew them to some extent. Pushed their way past her. But it feels like there's two because one goes in, pushes past her, and she can't run out the door. There's somebody else that's there. Did they have a back door? It almost feels like whoever did this came to their back door. Like, I don't know what their house looks like. It almost feels like if you're sitting in your living room near like your back door, and then someone's randomly knocking on your back door, and you're like, what the heck? Why is that person in my backyard knocking on my back door? Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like a younger person who showed up pretending to want to talk about something or tell them something. Like trying to fast talk them. 10 of Swords, and then stabs him in the back. This would be like if you, let's just say, for example, that it's a bowling team that they're a part of. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling it might be church, like a church organization. Hold on. King of Swords. I wonder if they go to church, if they're like big in the church or something, this could be someone on the outskirts of their church. And by outskirts, I mean like not like in like the group that always talks to each other and stuff. It would be someone who's not in that, but it would be like if you see, this would be like, for example, let's say you go to church and you see this person in the corner of the church every week and you wave, and then one time you give them a 20 because they seem like they're having a hard time or something like that. And that's it, right? This would be like if one day this person's knocking on your back door and you're like, how do you even know where I live? What are you doing? Like completely thrown off, but like you know them from a place that you're like, all right, well, open the door, and then immediately realize that, oh crap, something's wrong. Which is ironic because I think that the killer thought that this couple was very gullible and then quickly realized they weren't. What was the purpose of these killings? 10 of Wands reversed. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a team. This is like if you want to go take something from someone so you can share it with others. Like, for example, if the killer has like a drug problem, this would be like, oh, let me go score from this house so that I can get drugs for us. Because there's more than one person that knew this was going to happen. I'm not sure if 2 people committed the act, if one was like a getaway driver, or if it's just like someone else knew, like, oh, I'm going to go do this. Okay, see you after type of thing. I'll pull 2 of these. This crime will be solved in the distant future. And it has a car on it. And I just said, I wonder if it's a getaway driver. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, it's about money. It's something about money. But it's not like wanting to rob them. It's like wanting them to agree to give something because someone thought they were gullible and would just like hand it over. It was in reverse. Killer just passing through the area. The Delphi murders were on the tracks. Oh, and it was in reverse. It was in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, no, this is money related. This is money related, while with the girls, it felt more like Temperance in reverse. It felt more like intended to be predatory, while here it feels more taking advantage, wanting to take something from, flipping, like someone who really doesn't accept the answer no very well, to the point where they sometimes don't even ask the question because they just take instead of trying to ask and getting that no. Yeah, this is somebody who wanted to take something from them. Get one more card from each of them. One from her. Seven of Swords. Deception and betrayal. Yes. It's also like scheming to do something. Like creating a plan to... Knight of Cups reverse. Yeah, somebody wanted to take something from them and snapped. The Knight of Cups is like being very disappointed. It's having unrealistic expectations. So it's like you thought you were going to show up here, ask for this, and we were just going to hand you like $10,000. Like you don't even know us, that type of thing. That's just an example. But it's like... It almost feels like somebody thought they could just go in and kind of talk their way in the door and then force their way into a robbery and then leave. But I think that he fought back because he was trying to protect her. That's not why they passed away. Like, I don't think it was necessarily going as planned anyway, but I think that something like that was a factor that made it happen in the way it did, or the manner that it did, with like added hatefulness. The Hermit reverse and Queen of Cups reverse. Yeah, he was trying to protect her. It's like if someone was threatening to rob you, but like threatening to do it with a knife, and you were like, no, get away from my wife with that knife. And then it went downhill from there. I want to look into this case a little bit more, and then I'll possibly do a follow-up. If you have questions, let me know. I'll try to see if I can get more details about who did this, but it's feeling like someone from the outskirts of a King of Cups reversed. Someone younger than the male victim, from the outskirts of a community group that they were previously involved in, that wanted to take advantage of someone who was gullible and met their match because he was not, and he was going to protect his wife. That's what I'm getting. Again, if you have questions, let me know. Talk to you soon.